Chapter 56. Of the soothsayings of flashes, and lightnings, and how monstrous, and prodigious things are to be interpreted. Now the soothsayings of flashes, and lightnings, and of wonders, and how monstrous, and prodigious things are to be interpreted, the prophets, and priests of Etruscus have taught the art. For they have ordained 16 regions of the heavens, and have ascribed gods to every one of them, and besides 11 kinds of lightnings, and 9 gods, which should dart them forth, by showing rules for understanding the signification of them. But as often as monstrous, prodigious, and wondrous things happen, they do presage, as is most certain, some great matter. Now their interpreter must be some excellent conjecturer of similitudes, as also some curious searcher, and of them who at that time are employed about the affairs of princes, and provinces. For the celestials take such care only for princes, peoples, and provinces, that before the rest they might be prefigured, and admonished, by stars, by constellations, by wonders, and by prodigies. Now if the same thing, or the like hath been seen in former ages, we must consider that very thing, and what happened after that, and according to these, to foretell the same, or the like, because the same signs are for the same things, and the like for like. So prodigies have come before the birth, and death of many eminent men and kings, as Cicero makes mention of Midas a boy, into whose mouth, whilst he was sleeping, the pismire, ant, put corns of wheat, which was an omen of great riches. So bees sate upon the mouth of Plato when he was sleeping in the cradle, by which was foretold the sweetness of his speech. Hecuba, when she was bringing forth Paris, saw a burning torch, which should set on fire Troy, and all Asia. There appeared unto the mother of Phalaris the image of Mercury pouring forth blood upon the earth, with which the whole house was overflowed. The mother of Dionysius dreamed she brought forth a satyr, which prodigious dreams the event that followed made good. The wife of Tarquinius Priscus seeing a flame lit the head of Servius Tullius, foretold that he should have the kingdom. In like manner after Troy was taken, Aeneas disputing with Anchises his father concerning a flight, there appeared a flame licking the crown of Ascanius his head, and doing of him no hurt, which thing, seeing it did portend the kingdom to Ascanius, persuaded him to depart, for monstrous prodigies did forerun great and eminent destruction. So we read in Pliny, that M. Attilius, and C. Porcius being consuls, it rained milk, and blood, which did presage that a very great pestilence should the next year, overspread Rome. Also in Lucania it rained sponges, iron, and in the year before Marcus Crassus was slain in Parthia, with which also all the soldiers, soldiers, of Lucania, being a very numerous army, were slain. Also L. Paulus, and C. Marcellus being consuls, it rained wool about the castle of Carisnum, near which place a year after T. Annius was slain by Milus. And in the wars of Denmark, the noise of arms, and sound of a trumpet was heard in the air. And Livy, concerning the Macedonian wars, saith, in the year when Hannibal died, it rained blood for 2 days. Also concerning the second Punic war, he saith, that water mixed with blood came down from heaven like rain, at that time when Hannibal did spoil Italy. A little before the destruction of Leuctra the Lacedaemonians heard a noise of arms in the temple of Hercules, and at the same time in the temple of Hercules the doors that were shut with bars opened themselves, and the arms that were hanged on the wall were found on the ground. The like events may be prognosticated of other like things, as oftentimes in times past something hath been foretold of them. But concerning these also, the judgments of the celestial influences must not be neglected, of which we shall more largely treat in the following chapters.